familiar pair of faces in Grand Finals at the break.
All right, Grand Finals is Chrismus versus Jakal.
I'm very scared and nervous for a Rise because it looks like they're taking it in a different direction, but that might be a good thing.
Well, I mean, that's what they did with Symphonia.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
Symphonia basically rebooted the entire series.
It took it into the third dimension.
Yeah, and if you ask me, not for the better.
Yeah, arguably not.
Because, I mean, how long has it taken them to actually get a good 3D Tails game?
In terms of gameplay, like, Grace has nailed it. Gameplay-wise.
Grace has finally nailed it, and it took them, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games before they finally nailed it with Grace's. Meanwhile, you have Tales of Rebirth, Tales of Destiny 2, and Tales of Legendia, which are knocking it out of the park already in 2D.
Tales of Graces is just 3D Destiny PS2, basically. The combat system, I think it's even the same developers. But it's like the same thing where there's no SP. It's just like you get the number and it descends.
The number of attacks you get. Yeah.
And they let you go crazy. You can just link stuff
I forgot
into
what that
itself.
system was called.
It's not linear motion battle system. It's
LMBS. I think it was like ILMBS or something.
Yeah, I want to play Graces again just to have fun in the combat.
They call it the Style Shift LMBS. So SS LMBS.
Right, because it has the A and the B arts. The way the A arts work, they kind of use that again for Zestiria and Berseria to a lesser extent.
I mean, generally it's A is your normal moves, B's were your arts.
Yeah, but it's like the A is that set in stone web of them, you know?
Yeah.
I think you can change that.
Well, you could change the paths so that you can say, like, I want to have a path just for if I'm fighting a dragon, just for insects,
oh,
just
really?
for...
That's interesting.
Yeah. So there were specific attacks which were good against specific enemy types.
One thing about Graces is it's like, I guess, combos felt pretty linear, but...
Oh, shit. I was not on the game.
Oops.
No one tells me these things.
That's awkward.
Yeah, that's awkward. Busy talking about Tails.
Night edition? Oh, that was just like the special edition.
Damn, I want to play Graces again now.
I want to play it like multiplayer. It would be really fun to play a game like Abyss multiplayer and just riff on it the whole time with like 1 or 2 friends, but that'd be a fun...
how bad that game is?
But I could play as Annis. She fights on the giant stuffed animal. That's pretty quirky and fun, right? And I think she like betrays the whole party at one point.
Yeah.
But Alvin and Zillia does that every 10 minutes, so...
He does, doesn't he? Like, how many second chances are you going to give this guy?
He literally tries to kill Jude at one point. But then they're like, yeah, we're friends, right?
Yeah, so Project Melphis was Graces and Legendia.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Why?
That's cool. Well, because, I don't know, Melphis, like, Graces and Legendia they're like night and day in terms of style and gameplay.
Well, it's because Legendia was their last 2D game. And Graces was the 3D game they finally got right. So both knocked it out of the park with their combat systems.
I have to give Legendia another shot. Because everybody who's played it says it's really good, so...
And the character style is very aloof in both those games. All the characters kind of troll each other in both those games.
Yeah, that's true. I liked Moses a lot in my time with the game. I liked how they had the character
technically,
stories.
Melphis also did Tales of Innocence.
I like Tales of Innocence. It's pretty okay.
I never played it because it was on
It's on the
North
DS,
America, yeah, and DS.
It's a pretty cute game, I think, so far. I've only put like 10 or so hours into it, though. It's got a pretty good opening too. It's interesting. But yeah, I'll play Legendia again. The character, like the post-game character-specific ending and stories in Legendia are cool.
No, I think the biggest problem with Legendia is none of the post-game content is voiced over.
Yeah, that's true. They have those
They're voiced over in Japan.
They have those
those
little short animated cutscenes that are pretty cool at the end. Actually, one of them made me cry. I can't remember whose. I think it was Will's. Because the whole game, like his daughter, is like his relationship with his daughter is really strained because the mom is dead, and she doesn't like him or something, and then the end to his story is kind of emotional and cute. I don't know. I think Will might be my favorite character from that game.
I prefer Jay.
I didn't get to Jay yet, so I wouldn't know, but he looks cool.
And actually, I'm wrong. The best characters in that game are the Orasaurin.
Oh no! What was their verbal tick? Oars?
Orasaurin, Ors.
Oars.
They were otters. They were land otters.
I guess Cassius is gone because Chaos is out, so that makes sense. Bowser's squad out.
And I've never played, except for Tales of Fandom 1, I've never played any of the Escort titles.
I don't know if I've played any of those either. I don't think so.
I remember Tales of Fandom. Tales of Fandom is basically all the characters getting together in the world.
Right. Is it a game?
Yeah, they're games, but they're like
They're mostly conversations. I thought,
yeah, they're
right?
mostly conversations. But I remember there was a scene where all the main characters are making fun of Senel. Because Senel, at the time, was the only Tails character not to have a Majinken.
He's got Demon Fist, though.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Demon Blade. He has Demon Fist. So they're making fun of him because you can't do Demon Blade. Shut the fuck up.
You're a nerd.
You fucking loser.
Who punches things?
And then I remember seeing he tries to pick up a sword and do Demon Fist with it. Or do Demon Blade. He ends up just doing Demon Fist. So punches people with his sword.
Well, and that's... The funny thing is Luke does that too. Like, he doesn't get Demon Blade. He learns Demon Fist.
Yeah.
But only if you do that little optional bit, which is... I missed it in my playthrough, so thanks for that. Guy gets Demon Blade, but... punching characters are sick, honestly. Like, Jude is kind of a dull guy, but I like Sophie. She's like a fisticuffs character. I think the series needs more archers.
Remember that the combat in Tales of Graces was made by Soul Calibur team.
So, what does that mean then? Like, that's weapons, right?
Yeah, but the point is, it was made by actual fighting game studio.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I guess that definitely has an effect on them. Because even with the weirdest weapons, they had very interesting and full movesets. And like Pascal, she had the staff, but it was like she could use it as a gun and stuff. She was really weird, but she was like a mage, but she benefited from being close to the opponent when her spells went off. And then Malik was just like the hard mage. And he fought with a boomerang that he guided with magic. I thought that was cool.
Excuse me, he fought with his back.
Well, he does fight with his back too, like a true man.
He speaks with his back.
Right. Oh, jeez.
I have Tales of Versus, but I don't have a PSP. So I've never played it.
Well, you should give it to me then. I have a PSP. That game looks really whack, to be honest. But
I mean, it's a fighting game, isn't it?
I think. It's like a side-scrolly game, but it's like a platform fighter, almost. It's very strange looking. Chrismus has been doing that a lot tonight, where he just jab ones your shield or your.
Oh yeah, this is
character.
definitely a platform fighter.
Yeah, it's really weird and janky looking. Oof. Big back air from Jakal. It's got Leon in it though. This is the other problem with what the
He's
fuck?
just flying all over the place.
Yeah, it's janky. But the worst part about a game like this is that it's mostly protagonists, and they all are just like sword dudes.
Except Senel.
Yeah, there's Senel, and there's Jude wasn't in this one yet. But that's the biggest downside. If they made a proper Tails fighting game, it would have the same problem. There's a lot of great variety within the games themselves,
But not between the games.
Yeah, but if you wanted to represent them in a crossover environment, it's a lot of swords. Because it would be sick to play a game like a fighting game, but you've got like Chester and characters like Malik or Pascal.
Chester. That's a deep cut.
What do you mean?
Chester?
Isn't he the archer from the first game?
Yeah.
I mean, he's an archer. It's him or it's who's the other archer? Natalia from Abyss, who I figured you wouldn't want me to bring up. There's surprisingly few archers in the series. I thought it would be like a staple considering it started with one. And it's a good dynamic for the party, right? You have a melee fighter, you have a mage, he's kind of like a physical range fighter. He's like a mid-range, I don't know.
But then Douse.
Douse? You can play as Douse?
No, but I'm saying if you're doing the versus game,
Oh,
he's the fisticuffs character.
I know surprisingly little about Douse. All I know is he does like thunder magic, because I think indignation is his thing.
No, indignation is the healer's ultimate in every game, isn't it?
I know it's Jade in Abyss. I think it's Rita has it too. I think it's the mages usually have it or a reference to it. Ooh. There's some really obscure fighting styles too, like, who even remembers, I don't remember his name even, but there's that guy from Eternia who's like the captain, and he has like this Gatling gun-ass thing. It like shoots magic. It's really weird.
Max?
Max, yeah. And Chat, I think she has a hammer or something? I don't remember.
Max is technically in every Tails game.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That character?
Well, not that character. There's a character named Max in every Tails game. He's
Oh, I remember Maxwell being like
Maxwell.
like a deity in the Zillia games.
Yeah. Maxwell is always some famous character that's not playable.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Zillia is the first time a Maxwell was playable.
I'd have to look for that then, because I can't think of any other ones, but I believe it.
Like, often Maxwell, let's see, Vesperia, Maxwell's a legendary pirate.
Oh, you're right.